Get the mad, get it right, get the mark. Get the gas, get the lights, cause we're going dark.
Welcome to Ghost of TABOR, the game where my trust for everyone, including my friends, is more limited than my ability to do basic mathematics.
For a second.
Hey, you bitch!
If you don't like an overwhelming fear coming over your soul anytime you pick up a decent item in this game, then maybe it isn't for you. Now there's a lot to go over in this game, so let's get it started with raids. Raids are the foundation of TABOR, which can either end with you successfully escaping with the amount of loot to take down an underdeveloped nation, or you die and lose everything to a person carrying nothing but a Makarov and relying on the voices in their head to win. Now, assuming that you're playing with a buddy, things should go more smoothly most of the time. For me, my buddy was average. Luckily, he already had a lot of knowledge concerning Ghost of TABOR, considering that he plays hours on end. If you don't have friends, consider yourself dead, as almost everyone is out to get you, and sometimes using your friend as a bullet shield can come in handy.
Oh boy, I get to use it now.
Now let's get on with what you're packing. Now this game's weapons are split into two categories, good and bad. About 65% of TABOR's weapons are bad, but you gotta make do with what you've got to get the goods. So for your standard naked run, you're gonna be carrying a Glock as a sidearm and an adventure backpack, or you're just gonna be carrying nothing in a backpack. For your semi-kit run, wear some decent armor and a decent helmet and carry your standard pistol, such as a Glock and a standard rifle like the AKM or the M4, maybe a SCAR, most likely with a sight or grip, and a standard adventure backpack. And for those full kit runs, you're either running a high power weapon such as the AS FAL, the AK Alpha, the M1 SAS, or the Barrette, with full attachments on all of your weapons, as well as a high power pistol like the 5.7 or the Deagle, along with your set of max armor and a helmet with a face shield. Now, while these loadouts could vary, these are the essentials, mostly. Now, each one of these classes of raids have at least one good gun in them, meaning that some good things come cheap, unlike my collection of neck deep merchandise. Now, focusing on your gear, which consists of body armor, helmet, and backpack. Your armor depends on two factors: coverage and your protection grade. Protection varies from 1 to 6, while armors of higher coverage and protection may help you with not getting killed. They also give you weight, which drains your stamina and can slow you down if you have enough weight on you. Also, you have pouches which can hold magazines or grenades on your chest. Your helmets depend on just one factor, which is your protection grade. It ranges from 1 to 5, and the most powerful helmet comes at the cost of not having a mount for the night vision goggles, which become important in nighttime raids, but you can also attach a face shield only available for that one helmet. Night vision goggles come in 3 different types. They are based on just your vision and how clear your view is, based on the amount of nods. And finally, the backpacks. I mean, it's quite obvious for this one. Bigger is better. But sometimes a backpack too big, such as the Ragnar, might give away your position. The preferred backpack of choice is the Gear Tech, as it has a lot of storage and a weapon slot capable of holding any primary weapon, no matter what size. Oh, and if you don't want to use any of this information to your knowledge and to do better on your raids, you can always just use a grenade. Moving on to the most important part, everything on your watch. Hunger, energy, thirst, and weight, or as I like to call it, wet. Hunger and thirst both will decrease over time in your raid and slowly in the safe house. Most foods will bring your hunger up, but also decrease your thirst, which could lead to an earlier death. What you should bring to keep your stats up is fruit, as it provides hunger and thirst. But a downside of eating or drinking, everybody can hear you do it, since for some reason, Taborians don't know how to chew with their mouth closed. Next up, weight. Weight is basically how heavy you are, based on how heavy the gear you carry is, which also affects your stamina and speed. Now, usually I'd make this explanation more exciting, but knowing this is the community that is excited over an update bringing doors to the game, it's safe to say I'm okay. Energy is just spent by running, but can be restored by walking or standing still. You can also restore your energy by using certain items, like One Shot. One Shot. Sponsor me. But if you're over a certain weight, you can't restore your energy passively. Fat. Now, you're probably asking, how do I get started? I mean, you have almost nothing in your bunker. Unless you pay the developers $30, of course.